This is the past versus the present. Two dominant champions. A three-weight world champion in Félix Tito Trinidad versus the current undefeated unified champion in Errol Spence Jr. Who will rise and who will fall? In this video, we will be leaving out the impact the boxer has made on the sport, and we will be breaking down the strengths and weaknesses of each fighter to build a realistic result in this prediction. As these two boxers fought in different weight classes, the fighter's prime weight class can be disputed, so we will imagine this matchup pound for pound, size being taken out of the discussion. Starting off with the Puerto Rican great, Félix Tito Trinidad. Trinidad has a 93.3% win-to-fight ratio with a 77.7% knockout-to-fight ratio. Trinidad is a three-weight world champion, winning unified titles in welterweight, super welterweight, and one title at middleweight. Trinidad was an offensive boxer who can box and punch. He had high volume, strong fundamentals, and aggression. He had power in both hands with sharp accuracy. Trinidad often successfully landed his signature left hook to his opponents, mixing in his jab straight combo and punishing body shots. Trinidad also having great stamina and durability. For weaknesses, Félix Trinidad lacked defensive footwork. He was also hittable, even being dropped in fights. Félix Trinidad is the longest reigning welterweight champion, holding the title for 6 years and 8 months. Félix Tito Trinidad was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame class of 2014. Félix Trinidad won his first 40 fights before facing a defeat. Trinidad had an amateur record of 51 wins and 6 losses. His opponent across the ring, Errol Spence Jr. Spence is the current unified welterweight champion, holding the welterweight IBF title since 2018, the WBC welterweight title since 2019, and the WBA super welterweight title in 2022. Spence has an undefeated record with a 78.5% knockout-to-fight ratio. Spence is a calculated southpaw with forward pressure, speed, power, and accuracy. Spence is a versatile fighter with great timing and footwork. He's able to effectively box on the inside and the outside. Spence uses his jab to control and set up his opponents, keeping them at his preferred range with high volume. He combines his signature jab with a variety of punches, including his left cross, right hook, uppercuts, and damaging body shots. For weaknesses, Spence would have an experience disadvantage, Trinidad fighting champions across 4 different weight classes. Trinidad also having 17 more fights to date than Spence. Spence would also be likely facing a strength disadvantage against a hard-hitting Trinidad. Errol Spence Jr. is the 3rd longest welterweight champion, holding the title for 4 years and 10 months. Antonio Margarito is the 2nd with 5 years and 3 months. Errol Spence Jr., to date, has never been knocked down in his career. Errol Spence Jr. won the Golden Gloves in 2009 and also is a 3 consecutive national amateur welterweight champion from 2009 to 2011. Errol Spence Jr. has an amateur record of 135 wins and 12 losses. For the result, I predict a decision. I don't see a knockout, both having good chins. I don't see Trinidad getting knocked down due to Spence not being known for his exceptional hard punches. Spence has never been stopped or knocked down in his pro career, meaning it'll also be difficult for Trinidad to knock down Spence or stop him. I see a back and forth battle, each fighter scoring rounds. However, as experienced and dominant as Trinidad was across multiple weight classes, I believe he has the more obvious flaws. Spence seems to be the more complete fighter. I believe Spence is a smart athletic boxer who could expose the openings of Trinidad, giving Spence the win in a close fight. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. We post boxing related videos weekly and let us know who you have winning in this fantasy fight matchup.